Okay, back up. Look at it hit the pool, big ones. That's hail. There it comes. Look at them.
Oh my god. There's so many.
There's a lot. Oh, it's getting worse. Oh my gosh. Look at the pool. Oh yeah, there's some big ones. Wow, it's getting crazy. Holy cow. Jeez. Also, my F-350 is sitting in the bunker right now. It's in the parking lot, still hooked to the trailer. Sweet. We just got it back in town and just left it. And I haven't messed with it yet, so it's, you know, getting destroyed right now. Who wants to go swimming? Let's go. Looks super fun in there. Who's gonna go get some? Got it. Ah. Eat it.
Okay,
Is it good? It's gonna break that glass right there. It's the next day. Drove the old ZR1 up here to the bunker. Now, the real question is the F-350 really messed up? Let's go look. See, we got a few vehicles in the parking lot. Everyone's just getting here. 7:45 in the morning. We've got about like 35 employees now, so this parking lot is too small already. It looks okay so far. The hood is the only place I can see any dents, but when I bought this truck, it already had hail damage. I got it for cheaper because it had been hit with hail. And like when you're back here, you can't see it. 10-footer, you can't tell. When you get up close and you look like with a reflection, let me see if I can find some, you can see a couple little dents. Nothing bad, this is fine, I'm gonna leave it. This is a work truck, it's gonna get beat up. I literally scratched it the first day I had it. I was pulling some straps over here and the buckle just fell down and scratched it. It's fine, it's gonna get beat up. It's a work truck. I'm happy. I just was worried that I'd get here and it would just have huge dents and I'd be like, that looks terrible. As long as when you're 10 feet away you can't see them, good to go. Let's check on the old L Chromino. As you know, we sustained just a little bit of damage. Nothing, I mean, like, this is, I actually don't know how this happened. This is good though, like in case we need to check the battery terminal, like it's right there, just put that back. See, it's good as new. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, we need to go take this over to the car shop, unload her. She was having some trouble running too at the end of this, which for those who don't know, in a burnout, you're at wide open or nearly wide open throttle for like 5 minutes with a lot of strain on your drivetrain. So it's not uncommon for things to break because you're going hard. And I went really hard on this thing, definitely hit a few walls and popped both rear tires. I went until both truck tires in the back of this thing exploded. Probably should have like gone a little bit easier, but you know what? I got that dub. All right, I'm gonna take this thing to the car shop and unload it and see if we can figure out what the heck's wrong with it. Got her all unstrapped. So the plan here is, well, almost all unstrapped. The plan here is to try to start it. If it doesn't start, I think I can use the starter motor to roll it out of this thing because it's slanting backwards right now, so it's gonna be really hard to push it out. And I don't have a winch with me, but I think the starter motor will pull it out. We'll find out. Okay, it did not use the starter motor to move. I really thought that would work. Like I thought it was like a manual where if it's in gear, the starter motor will make the back axle spin. Didn't work in this one. Dude, there's oil all under this. There's also some transmission fluid right there, a little bit of red fluid over there, but there's just not a lot of oil, but it's definitely leaking, and it was not before. So we're gonna have to see what we broke. We're gonna get the push crew in here to move this thing off the trailer.
Go, baby.
Yeah, we got oil there, we got tranny fluid there, and I think those tires are probably still good. We probably do a patch seal on those things. Yeah, maybe a couple patch seals on that one. It'd be good to go, man. got it all swept out, and then I got all of the oil out of it, because you guys know me, I like to take care of my stuff. It's time for a damage report. Both tires blew, which knocked these out a bit, but they were already messed up. Not a big deal. Everything else in here is pretty good. One thing that's kind of weird is behind the driver and passenger seat, there are piles of tire, which means it was thrown in here while these things were burning and smoking. So it was filling up behind my seat with burning, smoking tire, which was making it obviously much smokier in here, which I didn't notice because we were doing a burnout with smoke everywhere. But if we figure out where that tire is coming in, that would probably be good. I don't think it's coming in through the window. It might be, but that seems like a whole lot of tire to be flying in through the opened window. But we have it on the other side too. Dude, tons of it. This is all tire. This was not here before. It's on top of all this. Maybe it was just coming in through the window. I don't know. I mean, like, I know some of it does because I get it on me. Like, I have a red fire suit and I have pieces of tire on me, but like, it's just weird. It's right here. Okay, I was gonna say not here, but it's all here too. But like, if it's coming in the window, this seat would be full, and it's not. We have all new floorboards that don't have holes, but there must be some, I don't know. I can see a little bit of light through there. Yeah, so it is. No, there's another panel here. I don't know. Oh man, that looks bad. Okay, that's pretty dented in there from getting slapped with a tire. This is, yeah. This was already like this a little bit, but then I wall tapped it again. I try to hit the wall most times. Sometimes I didn't mean to, I'll be honest. But you want to hit the wall. Like, when you hit a wall, it's called a wall tap, and the crowd goes wild. So sometimes I send it a little too hard into that wall, and it just, oh my gosh, it's covered in rubber. Wow, look at that. And it just totally destroyed my bumper because that's the first thing it hits. So I'm thinking about maybe building like a big, heavy-duty bumper. That's what Cletus has on the back of Neighbor, his cop car that he does the most wall taps with. He's got a big, like, I don't know, like 2-inch bar bumper that he's built all around it, and it just protects the car and the bumper from wall taps. Also hit this one, which I think that was my first time to hit this side. This side wasn't bad. That was a good wall tap. Nice little tap there. Didn't destroy anything too bad. That's what you want, but a beefier bumper would be good there as well. The real damage happened up front. Wall tapping up front, not what I was trying to do. So I could see it when I was looking at it from the front. Just looks a little, you know, a little crooked there. Smashed the front end. Hadn't seen this yet. Dude, I just came at it sideways. I didn't get all the way around. And this, I will blame it a little bit on the car. The brakes are not great, and the tires are not good up front. So I had those huge tires in the back with lots of force, and this thing is moving, and you saw a couple times where the brakes just weren't, I mean, I felt, you couldn't tell, I felt where the brakes weren't working, and sometimes I had them locked up. You can see in the videos where some people uploaded like the full one uncut, and you can see I'm like plowing 10 feet with these tires totally locked up because they're, I mean, these are like 25-year-old tires on here. They're super hard. I just need to put some bigger, better tires. Oh man, just feeling them. They're like plastic. You can see the dry rot in them. They're just super hard. So I need to get some bigger tires and just softer ones that will actually stop this car so that I can control it and not do this to it. I just plowed into that wall, and this clip is one where I skidded on both front tires. They were locked up for 10 feet into that wall. It would have been nice if I could have just stopped it, turned it, went on. Because if you remember, there are no brakes in the back. I have nice brand new tires in the back, but we have no brakes back there. I've got no brake lines, I've got no brake rotors, no calipers, nothing in the back. The back is all go. So the only stopping we get is from the front. And I didn't really think about how those tires are so old. They're not doing anything for us. But yeah, that got pretty crunched, knocked our hood up a little bit. That was really the main like physical damage, outside damage we had to the car. Something happened to the engine though. Let's pop this thing. Psych, the freaking hood opener is gone. What the heck happened? Well, that's gonna be fun trying to open this thing now. Got the hood up. I'm gonna try to check the screen to see if it tells me anything about fuel pressure. We have 0 on the fuel pressure here, which everything's on, the electric pump turned on, so we should have fuel pressure, but we have nothing. So that's where we're gonna start. Beautiful Texas speed motor will get you up and going in no time. This is our fuel pressure sensor here. We're gonna open it up and see if we can get some fuel to squirt out of there. There's fuel coming out now. So we got fuel pumping there. We messed with it a little bit, still can't get any fuel pressure to read. We don't know if it's the regulator or not, but we happen to have a regulator that we had ordered before they showed up with this one. So we're just gonna put it in the place of this and see if that makes a difference. We did check to make sure there was gas in the tank before anyone's like, check the tank, you idiot. The tank's like 3/4 full right now, so it's not that. Okay, we got the new regulator temporarily just hooked in there. We just want to see if we have fuel pressure now. We were wondering if the regulator is just letting all the fuel go through without building any pressure. Maybe that's a problem. So we're gonna turn it on. I heard it kind of got higher at the end. Yeah. So we still have 0 fuel pressure. 0. Bummer, dude. Okay, we just got all hooked back up. Check this out. So it reads 0 PSI fuel pressure until you start cranking. Then you got fuel pressure. I didn't know that. I thought once I turned it on, the electric fuel pump came on, we'd be good. So we just wasted a lot of time. I don't think it's a fuel issue. All right, we're downloading software onto our laptops we can plug in to this Holly system to try to figure out if it will tell us what's going on. When we first put this thing in, it had a faulty crank sensor and we replaced that. And it was doing the exact same thing as this. So maybe it could be something like that. We'll see. We're gonna quit for the day on this thing because the computer is not showing us any input from basically, it's not showing that the engine's spinning over when the engine's spinning over. So probably a crank sensor or cam sensor. We did put the new crank sensor in and it did work, but also our cam sensor worked. So we're gonna replace probably both of those, or get those ordered and replace those and see if that starts it. If it was that simple, I'll be very happy, very happy. The El Chromino is victorious. I mean, we sent it. We won the Burnout Rivals in Indy, but geez, this thing is beat up. It's time to rebuild it. We will make it faster. We will make it stronger. Big plans in the works for El Chromino. We just first have to get it started. So done working today. I need your help though. We need to boost this thing. We need nitrous or supercharger or turbos. Which one do you think we should do? Either twin turbos, a supercharger, or just nitrous. Nitrous would sure be the easiest, but man, some turbos or a supercharger coming out of the hood would, golly, it needs a new paint job too. Looking kind of trashy, El Chromino. Next time you see this thing, she's gonna be sparkling like the diamond that no, she won't. It's always gonna be pretty trashy. Let's be honest. Okay. Good car though. I wanted to say Texas Speed, thanks for being awesome. Also, I actually reached out to them before the Cletus Indy event and I said, hey, can y'all send me some stickers? I want to rep y'all on the side of the car. Because I got BF Goodrich back here. I was like, I need Texas Speed right here. I was thinking like on the cowl or maybe on the side right there. They sent me like 30 stickers, like more than I need for the car. It was so awesome. And I totally forgot to bring them to Indy. So Texas Speed, just here's your little thank you. Y'all are awesome. We will get some Texas Speed stickers on this car before the next event.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up.
As you can probably guess, we are printing Kentucky Ballistics. Just put a thumb in it shirts. Most of you guys now have probably seen his video and get what that reference means. But we're doing all Kentucky Ballistics merchandise here at Bunker Branding now, which is super cool. We need to get him a poster up on the wall. So we're cranking him because he pushed those shirts for people who want to support him kind of in his comeback now after his big accident. And holy cow, he calls his audience the kinfolk. The kinfolk is showing that man some love. There have been so many orders, so it's pretty cool to see the community coming together to support someone who had a very, very big thing happen in his life recently. Yep, all that stuff going out to you soon. We are gonna be a little backed up though because the support. So if you have ordered a put a thumb in it shirt, give us a little bit of extra time to get them out the door. You know what's not fun? Grocery store shopping. You know what's 9,000 times more fun? HelloFresh showing up on your doorstep week after week. It makes those days where you work super hard and your El Camino still wouldn't start much easier to deal with. This episode is obviously sponsored by HelloFresh, and it's a good thing because HelloFresh has more five-star recipes than any other meal kit. Oh, so you know you'll get something delicious, even if it bounces off the floor. Look out for many more quick and easy meal solutions like oven-ready and 10 to 20-minute meals. HelloFresh's pre-portioned ingredients means there's less prep for you and less wasted food. As you guys know, I have a large family. I have a wife and 3 kids, and my 3 kids are growing, and so is my wife. Oh, just kidding. It was a joke. Just a joke. I love you. You look really pretty. Did you do something with your hair? Luckily for me, HelloFresh has larger box sizes available, so you have more servings and more savings. And HelloFresh is committed now more than ever to making fresh and delicious food available, and they have taken the extra steps necessary to keep their customers and their employees safe. Now let's go ahead and make some pork carnitas tacos. Go to HelloFresh.com and use my code OffTheRanch12 to get 12 free meals, including free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com. My code is OffTheRanch12, and you get 12 free meals, including free shipping. I'm gonna eat this real quick, and I'll be right back. God, you're pretty. The C4 Corvette does not get the love it deserves. Just such a good-looking car. It's not, I know it's not like that good-looking of a car, but I just really, there's a special place in my heart for C4 Corvettes. So I had planned on tracking this thing, which you guys probably know. I put a half roll cage in it and we like souped up the engine, but I haven't done it yet. And we've had this car done for like a year now. And I haven't taken this dirty car to the track yet. And it's because I'm scared of breaking it. I know. That's weird for me. Usually I'm like, yeah, full send it. I don't care. Like, oh, the new truck has dents in it from hail? Whatever. But for some reason, there's something in my brain where I don't want to hurt this car. I don't know if it's because it's a C4 Corvette. I don't think it is because there's tons of them in the world. I think it's because it's a ZR1. And so in my mind, I'm like, this is a special Corvette. So I don't want to take it to a track and beat on it and break it. I don't know. But like ZR1s aren't like that special. It's not like this thing is, you know, like a F40 Ferrari or something. I don't know. I don't know why. There's something in my head like when I drive it, I floor it every time. Like 100% of the time that I drive this thing, I mean, I just drive it around town, I floor it. But flooring it is not nearly as bad as like taking it to a track where you're flooring it the whole time and turning and, you know, doing all kinds of stuff. And like wide open shifting and I don't know. So now I like have something in me that's saying like, buy a fast car that there's tons of and you wouldn't feel bad if you broke it. But then I'm like, man, you don't need another car, come on man, but be real. But then I'm like, another car would be pretty sweet. So production numbers on this car, ZR1s, I think they made like 6,000 of them in the 5 years they made C4 ZR1s. That's not a small number, but it's not a ton. Like for instance, the C7 Corvettes, not the newest ones, but the one right behind that, the C7 Z06s, they made like 40,000 of them. And like that's not a huge difference, but it's a big difference. Like what's one Z06 that gets burned and is gone? Who cares? But like for some reason ZR1, like I'll be so sad if I found out a ZR1 got burnt. I think it's my brain playing tricks on me to convince me to get another car. Because I'm like, there's 6,000 of these things out in the wild. Like if this thing broke, I could fix it. And if something happened and it caught on fire and was gone, or we wrecked it bad enough that it's trash, whatever, there's more of them. But then I'm like, no, that's not true. I am emotionally attached to this car and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because we put a lot of work into it or if it's because it's a ZR1, or if it's because I love C4 Corvettes from way back 15 years ago when I had a base model C4. I don't know, but I just love this car and I don't want to break it. It's, as weird as that, it's me, and I don't want to break it. I don't know. So the question to Militia is, if hypothetically, not necessarily going to do it. It's Meredith. It's hypothetical. It's just a fun game. It's a question. It's nothing more than that. Hypothetically, if I was to get a car that was my race car, and it would still be street legal because I like all my cars to be street legal so I can go drive them around and have fun too, not just on race days. But if I was to hypothetically buy a car, it needs to be faster than this, or at least have the potential to be faster than this. I don't mind buying some car and modding it. That'd be cool. And this thing's fast. It's got about 600 horsepower. So it needs to be faster than this, and there needs to be a lot of them so that I don't have some sort of weird emotional attachment and go easy on it and not want to break it. What would that be? Like, Corvettes pop up every time because I'm from Texas and I like muscle cars, and Corvettes are always the best bang for your buck. Like, so much power in an affordable package. But I don't know, like, what else? What are my other options? If hypothetically I was gonna do it. I'm not saying I'm doing it. Chill out, Meredith. I mean, guys. So just let me know. Comment below if you were to want to see me in a certain car, what would it be? What's the best option to have a fast car that I could take to a drag strip, or I could take to a road course and just go hard and not worry if something breaks, I'll fix it. If it burns to the ground, oh well. What is a good car? Because I can't burn this thing to the ground. I like it too much. I need your help, Demolitia. You're my only hope. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Off the Ranch. I love you, and I'll see you next time.
Oh. Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mayor.